Hey there, dear friends. Driving to work this afternoon. Gotta go clean. I just wanted to share a little bit, but just because I've been sharing a lot about this lately, and it was just like a real live example of what I've been talking about, I thought I'd share it, and for anybody it might could help. But so I was going about my day today, just doing my thing, right? Had a time with people this morning on live stream, and then I went about my day. A couple of things happened out of the ordinary. I was a little more stern with my daughter than I normally am, my teenage daughter. Does anybody know those teenage moods we have to endure and everything? It's not like it's so bad, but I have to, I let her have her independence, I let her share, I let her have her little bad moods, but at some point, I say, okay, you're about to cross that line. But today, I was a little more stern with her and sharing how I felt. Normally, I would talk with the Lord more about it. But either way, I did it. Didn't feel bad about it. She got the point. We went about our business. The other thing was another thing that happened. All right, another thing that happened. After it happened, I went about my business. Didn't think nothing about it. Well, I just had stopped by the store just now on my way to work. And while I was reaching in the cooler at the store to get a drink, that conversation with my daughter came to my mind. That right there is what I've been trying to share as an example of when the Holy Spirit is drawing something to our attention. We had that conversation. I didn't think anything else of it. But if the Lord brings something back to your mind, talk to Him about it. That's just what I did. I said, Lord, this came back to my mind. I pray I wasn't too harsh. I pray I wasn't too rough. And I just said, Lord, if I was in the wrong with anything, if I wasn't, in the way you would want me to be, gentle, kind, loving, whatever, please let me know. And then I decided to go ahead which my daughter, I don't think it made a big difference, but just in case, because the Lord had brought it back to my mind, I went ahead and texted her, and if she's open to discuss it later, we will, but I went ahead and texted her and said, look, that came back to my mind, our conversation, and I feel like I might have been a little bit too rough, and I just wanted to apologize if I was too harsh and I hurt your feelings or made you feel bad. That was just an example of what I'm talking about when the Lord brings something to your mind. The other thing that happened, it also came to my mind, and I felt iffy about, did I do something wrong? It came back to my mind, so whatever it came, I took it to the Lord. I said, Lord, that which transpired today, I'm kind of afraid I was teetering on not doing something right there. Lord, please forgive me if I did wrong. Please show me. But y'all, okay, after I've done that, there's nothing else to do. You don't feel it. The enemy might try to make you feel guilty or bother you, all this kind of stuff. But after that point, after you've brought it up into the light of His presence, after He's revealed something to you or brought it to your attention, you just bring it back up to Him. Not hiding anything. Always open, raw, honest before the Lord. And once by faith you have approached Him, sometimes I'm not even sure if I did something wrong. But when I get it off my chest to Him, especially if He brought it to my mind, and I talk it over with Him, that's just me desiring to be walking by the Spirit and to be pleasing to Him, to be open to His correction, open to His voice. But after I've done that, I trust that if the Lord wants to say anything else to me about it, or correct me, or anything, He will do it. I leave it with Him. I go on about my day. That's just a little bit I wanted to share. Because so many times, y'all, something will come back to my mind, but the enemy will come in accusing, making me feel bad. You're not a good mom. You hurt your daughter's feelings. You did this. You know how he does? You're a bad person. You know? This, that, and the other, y'all. Condemning, accusing, bringing doubt, guilt, shame, all these things, that's not from the Lord. But he will surely get our attention if he wants to get our attention on something. Our job is to respond to that. You know, right there real quick, just in your mind. I've even said before he'd bring something to my mind where I felt like, oh, did I just do something wrong here? I say, Lord, as soon as I can get to a place to be by myself, I want to talk to you about this. You know? Just talking it over with him, just bringing it before him, laying it down at his feet. I've said so many times, I do, Lord, I'm not sure if I did wrong here or not. Y'all, that's just being open and honest before the Lord. That is you seeking out counsel and advice from your Father in heaven. That is wanting the Holy Spirit to lead, guide, and direct you. And he will. We just got to get more and more used to that that's what is happening when he brings things up in our mind. I'm going to finish with this. As you do this and start recognizing the Lord's voice, recognizing that's the Lord speaking with you, recognizing when the Holy Spirit, by his sweet power, brings conviction to you, he may start bringing up things to your mind that happened 20 years ago. It might not even be anything you did bad. It might have been something done bad to you. What? That thing didn't come up in your mind for no reason. Take it to the Lord. It might have been a situation, you know, like I've had as a child. There was abuse in my life. And I still had some anger towards the Lord, or I didn't understand why, you know, why this happened, or where were you, Lord, or, you know, I don't understand. I was an innocent child. These kind of things. If it comes up in your mind, talk with the Lord about it. He's bringing things to your remembrance. And in that case, when he brought up something like that, that didn't have to do with me doing wrong, he was wanting me to let it out. Not be afraid to go back and revisit those bad memories that sometimes might come up, because he wanted to heal a place in my heart that was deeply wounded, still bleeding. He wanted to heal it. He wanted me to be able to let it go and let there be forgiveness and trust in the Lord that he'll cause everything to work together for my good because I love him. You know, stuff like that. So I just wanted to share that real quick while I was on my way to work. I tell you, I cannot ever get a video to be 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. I'm so sorry. I love y'all, and I just pray that the Lord help us be very sensitive to his voice. Good, godly, precious conviction, bringing things up in our mind that we're afraid to think about. They're buried deep. So much healing that he wants to do in us, y'all, so that we can go forward, getting to know him more, walking in love, seeing the fruit of the Spirit grow within us. He wants to do that in us. That's his work to do. So I love y'all. Talk to you soon.